So here we go. Genomic revolution. Hanging in here. ARKG. Just hanging in there. Everything looks fine. It's trending nicely. Good to see. The next one. Innovation ETF. Trending up. This was really a strong ETF. What do you have here? You might be forming a cup with a high handle. We'll have to watch it and see what happens. The next one. Internet. Hanging in here. This could also be forming maybe a small handle right here. I'll draw this for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Am I saying it's going to break out? I don't know the future, but this is a pattern that can potentially lead to a breakout. So we watch it and see what happens. Biotechnology, trending up. Nice to see. A little bit extended, but what does that tell us? Biotechnology is a place to look for some ideas. Cloud computing's been trending nicely. Look at that. What does this say? Look at some cloud computing stocks. Energy's gotten a little choppy here. It needs to break above around $30 a share. Until then, energy's a little bit sloppier. All right? Dow Jones Internet stocks. Look at this. Internet. What does that say? What has it been saying? Look at Internet stocks. IBD 50 lagging. Choppy. Nothing really happened with the IBD 50, with much of the IBD 50. That tells you something. That's not a criticism. It's just now analyzing what's going on. Gold miners. There's nothing here, folks. It's below the 200-day. Don't overanalyze it. There's nothing here. Move on. Junior gold miners. There's nothing here. Move on. Gold. There's nothing here. Move on. You say it might be bottoming. Folks, this is a safe entry here. Breaking out of this. Down here, there's nothing here. Leave it alone. Cybersecurity. Trending decently. Lost a little bit of power, but support on the 21 EMA. That's fine. Maybe look at some of the stocks in the group. This biotechnology ETF's hanging in there. What does that tell you? Look at some biotechnology. There you go. Here's one. Here's another one. Look at this. Biotechnology ETF. Looks pretty good. Another biotechnology ETF. Looks pretty good. Here we go. Hold on. My apologies. There we go. Online retail. Team is forming. Look at this. Nice. Maybe cup and a handle. Goes above that white line. That would be nice. So what do? You look up IBY and see what are their top 10 holdings. There might be an opportunity there too. North American technology. Hitting new highs for the entire move. What has it been saying? I mean, all the way back here when it was breaking out and then lifting it to new highs. What's it saying? Hey, technology's leading. Which is why we've been and are heavily invested in technology stocks. Medical, hanging in there, and it has been leading. Look at some medical stocks, leading medical stocks. Mid-cap, underperforming a little bit right now, nothing to do with it. Home builders was leading, shopping around until they could spin over the 50-day. Just kind of be careful with home builders. This owns a lot of the big tech names. See that? And Maxless stocks. And it's been leading. I mean, folks, it was leading back here. It was leading here. It's been leading. When the market was choppy, this has been leading. What does it tell you? Look at these kinds of stocks, which is why we own Apple and Microsoft and Google and Nvidia. And the list goes on and on. Here we go. Airline stocks. It's below the moving averages. Nothing there, move on. Done. Regional banking, below all the moving averages, nothing there, move on. Mid-cap, basing, maybe it breaks above these tops. Mid-cap stocks, okay. Oil services, it's gotten a little choppier here. It's still above the 50-day, but there's nothing really great with that, okay? In other words, there's better fish to fry. Online, retail, lifted up and then fell on heavy volume. Got to be careful with that then, all right? Software, just basing, maybe, watch this. Right here, kind of a low-level cup with handle. Takes out that line, some software stocks. Okay, great. NASDAQ 100, it's been leading. The NASDAQ 100, big. What's the NASDAQ 100? QLD. Guess what? You know what it is? It's big tech. The big name stocks, and not just tech, the big name stocks. And it's doing well. Another reason why we have been and are involved in stocks like Nvidia and Amazon and Apple and Microsoft. They're leading. Stick with it. QQQ, same situation. Right here, cloud computing. It's been leading. It was leading back here. Look at some cloud computing stocks. And I'll say this again. You can say, how can I find out what's in this? SKYY? You can Google it. Look it up. Holdings in SKYY. It'll tell you the top 10 holdings. Focus there. Systematize. It's what we do. Silver. In 1 second, there's nothing going on with silver. It's lost its tarnish. Okay, I had to say it. Steel needs to get back above the 50-day. Until it does, there's nothing going on there. Semiconductors, technologies, hanging in there. Love to see it take out these tops. If it does, guess what? Buy more or buy it. There you go. Same thing's true with this semiconductor. Spiders hitting new highs. What's this say? I guess it's safe to look at some S&P 500 stocks, and it has been. There you go. Now you got it. Okay? Same thing's true with the leveraged one. Good deal. Solar was strong. It's lagging a little bit. Still above the moving averages. Maybe it's going to bounce off the 200-day. It fell on, look at this. Rallied on heavy volume. Fell on decreasing volume. Solar stocks. Okay. Small cap, base. Needs to push above these tops. Till it does, leave it alone. Oil. Oil's been strong. That's good. Aerospace. Just kind of chopping around. It broke out and then gave it all right back. A little bit choppy there. Biotechnology. Another biotechnology ETF. Needs to start lifting. Nothing there. Energy. Hanging in there. You got, look at that base. Here, watch this. I'll do this for you. There you go. Close enough for rocking. Look, you say it. There's a base here. Maybe if it takes energy, takes that out. Okay. Until then, wait, but you're prepared. Home builders, really strong. Been lost quite a bit. Just basing here. There's some overhead here. Folks, there's some serious selling volume bars here too. Be careful with that with home builders. Materials. How do you build homes with materials? Connect the dots. Home builders slip, materials slip. Yeah, there you go. That's power for us. Technology, look at this. And it has been leading. Way back here and in here, we're buying technology stocks. Just get in line with what's happening, not what you think should happen. I love that. Oil and gas, hanging in there. All right, that's something to consider right here. Communications. A lot of big technology stocks, communications. There you go, hanging in good. Energy, another energy that's just kind of floundering right now. Financials, really strong. They lost it hard. Want to see something interesting? Fell on heavy volume, fell on heavy volume, fell on heavy volume. And then it rallies back up on substantially decreasing volume. There's no power there at this point in time, team, with financials. There we go. Industrial starting to pick up a little bit, but it did fall on heavy volume. See if she can push through the 50-day. We're about done here. Consumer staples lost some power. It's below the 50-day now. Needs to get back over the 50-day. You can click out XLP and see what's in that group. Utilities, in 1 second. You say, I'm not going to buy any utility stocks. There you go. Picture this. It's not just what you might be interested in buying, but it's also areas where you say, I'm not going to buy into that sector. That's power for you. Helps you make money. Consumer discretionary hitting highs. Look at that on decent volume. XLY. Google that. See what are the top 10 holdings. You might look and say, oh, geez, there's a couple things that are moving there that I should maybe buy that are breakouts. Metals and mining. Nothing. Just like gold and silver kind of lagging. Metals and mining. Nothing to do with it. Retail. Hanging in there near highs. Look at some retail stocks. We're about done here. Software. Look at this lift. And that's why way back in here, you know what we were doing? We're buying software stocks. Systematized. Systematized. And it's not that hard. And back to the top.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.